This is the third video in our ABCs of fall protection mini-series. We've already introduced anchors, which attach to the building or whatever your anchorage is, and today we're going to discuss the part that attaches to your body, which is where the B comes from, body harnesses. Body harnesses are essential safety equipment designed to protect workers from falls when working at height by distributing the arrest forces of a free fall across the torso, hips, thighs, and shoulders. Harnesses are perhaps the most diverse piece of the fall protection puzzle because there are many different types, styles, feature sets, sizes, and even colors. More importantly, if you don't have the right harness, your anchor or your connector may stop your fall, but you could still be seriously injured. It's not even that the harness won't hold you, it probably will, but it could hold you in a way that puts too much stress on your body, leaving you with fall arrest suspension trauma. We will address connectors and fall arrest suspension trauma in our next video. As with most rigging and safety equipment, there are highly specialized harnesses for each application, but they tend to share the same basic attributes. So each harness is going to feature adjustable subpelvic, leg, and chest straps. And the webbing is going to be made from high-strength materials such as nylon, polyester, aramid, or other synthetic fibers. In fall protection, a harness is not simply a belt that goes around your waist, rather a proper harness wraps around the wearer's body, providing support and distributing the arrest forces of a free fall to minimize injury. Common to every harness is going to be some assortment of buckles and/or D-rings. And on this harness, you can see different examples. So here you have what most people will call tongue and buckle, whereas you have a quick connect on the chest strap and also on the leg straps. On this particular harness, the D-rings are made of aluminum. They could also be made of steel. Really inexpensive economy type harnesses won't have any padding on them. And you can see that when you look at the back and the shoulders and the waist pad and even the leg straps, there won't be any padding at all. This particular harness does have padding, which is really going to help the harness feel comfortable over a long period of wear, especially in hotter temperatures. A lot of this newer padding is good at wicking away moisture, which really helps when you get hot and sweaty. There are three basic types of fall protection harnesses. You have the vest style harness, which is commonly found on work sites, and they offer a lot of versatility. Crossover harnesses are often used with ladder fall arrest systems due to the front D-ring location and allow a greater range of arm movement. Suspension style harnesses are well suited to both rope access and rescue applications because the seated harness design provides enhanced frontal D-ring suspension comfort. Today we'll cover the most common option, which is the full body vest style harness. And this style typically includes dorsal attachment points or D-rings, which are located on the back between the shoulders. And you will often have D-rings in other places as well. On a construction style harness or a climbing harness, you can see this one has D-rings on the hips for positioning work. It also has a chest D-ring for a ladder system. In general, vest style harnesses are suitable for a wide range of applications and are available in various configurations to meet specific safety requirements. Many people ask questions like, do you need a full body harness when the drop is greater than 10 feet? According to OSHA regulations, employers shall provide fall protection systems for employees working at heights of 6 feet or more above a lower level. And it's important to note that fall protection requirements are not solely based on the height of the fall. Instead, they depend on the hierarchy of fall protection, which really has 5 parts. Elimination. Remove the need or risk for a worker to proceed to an elevated work position. Passive. The use of guardrails, covers, or barriers to prevent workers from reaching the fall hazard. Restraint. Prevent workers from reaching the fall hazard by using the correct personal fall protection equipment. Arrest. Stop a worker's fall in progress before striking the surface below. And administrative. Work practices or procedures designed to warn workers approaching a fall hazard. Again, get proper training and always consult relevant OSHA regulations and ANSI standards, and conduct a thorough assessment of the work environment to ensure compliance with worksite safety. Of those 5 parts we just laid out, this video is going to focus really on fall arrest. And again, that's why it's so important to get proper training and always consult relevant OSHA regulations and ANSI standards, and conduct a thorough assessment of the work environment to ensure compliance with worksite safety. And remember, this video is not intended to be a substitute for proper fall protection safety training. We get a lot of customers in the store looking for a body harness, and they come in to ask questions and try it on, see how it fits, and they might go through multiple harnesses before they make a purchase. And that's really cool because selecting the right body harness is crucial for ensuring the safety and well-being of all workers. When it comes to your personal fall protection system, the only component that maintains contact with your body is the fitted harness. This makes selecting a full body harness a very personal decision for those who suit up daily. Your harness must be comfortable to wear in any weather, fit you properly according to the harness sizing chart, and if or perhaps when you need it to perform, The harness must possess all the right features and functionality for your situation to ensure you're properly protected from harm. Here are some key considerations when shopping for your next body harness. Ensure that the body harness meets or exceeds safety standards set by organizations like ANSI and enforced by OSHA. This might sound like a no-brainer, but depending upon where you're shopping, especially online, not all fall protection products, including harnesses, are going to meet the latest ANSI standards, so just be careful and buy from a reputable source. A properly fitted harness is essential for both safety and comfort, so look for harnesses with adjustable straps and multiple attachment points to ensure a snug and secure fit. It's worth noting that most modern harnesses that are reasonably comfortable will have 5 points of adjustment. You can assign bonus or style points as well for features such as padded shoulder straps and waist belts that help reduce fatigue during extended use, but keep in mind, comfort does not necessarily make you more safe. Consider how many attachment points you're going to need on your harness, and by attachment points, we're talking D-rings. A standard full body harness is going to have a dorsal D-ring, which is this one right here. This is going to be your primary tie-in for fall arrest. You're always going to tie into your back dorsal D-ring with your lanyard. However, there's other D-rings located on this harness for different purposes. So again, we talked about a front D-ring, which can be used for a ladder system or climbing. Side D-rings, which could be used with a rebar positioning lanyard. Again, that's just for work positioning, not for fall arrest. You could even have shoulder D-rings on different harnesses that are designed specifically for rescue out of confined space. They make special lanyards that attach and keep the proper spacing so that you're lifted out in a very vertical fashion. In terms of weight capacity, per ANSI Z359, the minimum weight is 130 pounds and the maximum weight is 310 pounds. Now, OSHA's maximum weight capacity is usually in the 420 to 425 pound range. To make this easy, most manufacturers have marked their harnesses to meet ANSI and OSHA standards, and they'll be labeled accordingly. Palmer Safety is a reliable, value-based manufacturer of safety-related products and PPE gear. They're a great go-to when you need a piece of equipment that will safely get the job done at the best price possible. This particular harness is what we call a standard vest-style body harness. It has a single dorsal D-ring on the back. This is where you tie in for fall arrest. It has tongue and grommet, or tongue and buckle leg straps, and a quick connect chest buckle. And a harness like this is going to keep you safe. It's going to be relatively comfortable. It's going to meet all of the necessary requirements for ANSI and OSHA at an affordable price. Maybe you need more than just a standard harness. Maybe you're looking for a construction style harness that has some extra bells and whistles and some increased comfort. The Faltech ComfortTech, as the name implies, could be a good choice. So our customers love this harness because it gives you a lot of the feature sets that you find on higher end harnesses at a higher price, yet it stays relatively affordable. As we open this harness up, one thing you'll notice is that it has robust padding throughout. It does have hip D-rings for positioning. It's tongue and buckle, or tongue and grommet on the legs and on the waist belt, quick connect on the chest. It does have D-rings on the side for positioning. A lot of customers will also hang bags off of their belt so that they can have this as a all-in-one rig to hold their tools. And then it even comes with trauma safety straps. So we're not going to go too deep into that, but in the event that you do have a fall arrest incident, these straps deploy and help take pressure off of your arteries so that you don't pass out in midair. If budget isn't a concern and you kind of want to go for the top shelf, you could look at something like this, which is a 3M DBI Sala X200 series ExoFit, kind of a mouthful. Their ExoFit line has a lot of different variations, but again, this is the X200. This one's cool because it has features like a stand-up dorsal D-ring, which makes it easier when you're reaching over your back to tie in. There's an easy link below that, and this is where an SRD would attach directly to your harness. Has these revolving torso adapters, which are ratcheting. So you pull them out to loosen and then crank them this way to tighten them up. They just kind of lock back into place when you're done. Has a dual locking quick connect buckle. So unlike regular quick connect buckles, this little cam piece, which rotates in the middle, lock versus unlock, will actually push this bar up against your webbing to hold it into place so you don't have to readjust your chest strap on a regular basis. It also has plenty of padding throughout, integrated trauma safety straps, and what you might notice is this is a premium harness, yet it still has tongue and grommet or tongue and buckle. That's just a choice. They make harnesses like this that are quick connect all the way around, or you can get tongue and buckle. A lot of people still prefer that, so that's why this one's outfitted that way. At Bishop Lifting, safety is always a paramount concern. It's in our motto, trust the lift. And throughout this video, you've heard us refer to ANSI, and you might be wondering why. Well, ANSI, the American National Standards Institute, regulates the production of fall harnesses along with many other products and processes. It specifies criteria for harness design, testing, and labeling to ensure compliance with OSHA safety regulations. So simply put, Compliance with ANSI standards is what makes your harness safe to wear. According to federal OSHA regulations, harnesses must be inspected prior to each use, as well as by a designated competent person once per year. The competent person must be someone other than the user who normally does inspections. You need a fresh set of eyes on it. When doing inspections, look for UV damage, which could be fading or brittleness to the webbing, cuts, tears, sprays, burns, chemical damage, signs of rust, corrosion, or pitting. Make sure all springs, rollers, and pins are functioning correctly. If you see any of these kinds of things, even in just one small spot on the harness, it fails inspection. Also, look for whether any impact indicators have been triggered. The impact indicator, which is this small label right here that actually reads fall indicator, is a visual signal that the harness has been subjected to a fall or impact that may have compromised its integrity. So if you see this deployed when the stitching breaks loose and this is exposed, you know the harness is no longer safe to wear or use. One of the questions we get a lot from customers is, when does my body harness expire? And there's always been this thought in the industry, or this belief, that it's after 5 years of service life. And that's not exactly true. So properly cared for body harnesses may last several years, and there is no predetermined or mandated expiration date on any full body harness according to OSHA or ANSI standards. One thing I like to remind customers is a harness could be bad after its first day of use, or it could be good 3 years later. That's why inspecting the harness is so important. We hope that watching this video helped you understand when to use a full body harness and which features will work best for your applications requiring at-height fall arrest protection. Just remember that you can have the best gear out there, but ultimately knowing how to use it safely is essential for preventing fall-related injuries. So make sure you get the right training, stay informed, and stay safe out there. If you found this video helpful, please remember to like this video, share with a friend, or follow us to stay informed. We have fall protection experts waiting in the wings to answer questions, so if you'd like us to explore a specific topic you're curious about, let us know in the comments below. We'll see you next time.